Welcome, current or future gear. In this presentation, we're going to learn the language for the Gears Discord community and how those languages can affect the overall outcome of being part of that community. And we're going to figure out what the language means. So when we're in that community, we have an idea of what in the world we're reading. So we'll look over the history, the targeted audience, which is probably whoever's watching, and the purpose for the Gears Discord on the Discord server. So the first look at the history is, the first Gears launched in 2006. Over this franchise, we're talking almost 20 years. There have been many competitive games, and then there have been games released that aren't so competitive. Over the course of these years, there's been many Discord channels that have game modes, weapons, and tech, and these are all basic conversations. This server offers a lot more variety. You can go into a server that has more than just the Gears of War that you're probably used to playing, like Gears of War Reloaded. Gears of War 3 is still on there, and Gears of War E-Day, which is in beta form right now. That is something that is very hot on the topic and very, very easy to find teammates, get down into the language, and understand more of the past. And the more you play in the game, also in the more that you're active in the Discord community, the faster you're going to pick up on this language. So going into the target audience, which is clearly whoever's listening, we're also going to say that a new service member for Gears, you obviously just need to know, you need to have the Discord account, and then you have to register it, you have to ask for the invite, and then that's pretty much all you need to go into the server. And also don't forget that their rules, which we'll be going over very shortly, pretty much cover all of the Xbox code of conducts and all of their community policies as well. It's a very out community. They're not very shy, very outgoing people. They're willing to help if you're acting serious. If you have no skill at all and you're just now getting on the game, I would suggest playing the campaign and then retrying it. The big purpose in this is to find competitive play. You want to do some pickup scrims with people that you may or may not know, may not heard them before. And that's just the overall, want from the community is you want to play. So we'll look over the now history. We're going to be going into the targeted audience community on Discord. Probably whoever's watching. Just for Discord. This and is really the purpose a lot of the Gears genuine Discord. On the gaming Discord language. Server. A lot of Gears language. The first look at the history that you'll probably need to understand. The first Gears launched in 2006. So over this franchise, listing over, we're going to go 20 years. Game modes. There have been many competitive games, and then there have been games released that aren't so competitive. Discord, that's more over the course of these years. There's been many Discord channels that team-based game modes, by the competitive weapons rules, and tech, and these are all basic conversations. You abide by those rules. This server offers a lot more variety. Try to go into a server that has more than just more of Gears of War that you're probably used to playing. Also, Loaded, that 3 is still on there. Edge. And so versus E-Day, which is PvP beta form right now. Versus is pretty much something that is very hot on the topic and very. This will be very easy to social matches, get down the ranks into the language. The only available rank and more of Gears of War Loaded right now is execution. The more you play in the in the game, past that, also the more that you're active in the Discord community, the faster you're going to pick up on this language. So going into the target audience, which is clearly whoever's listening. King of the Hill, that's multiplayer. We're also going to say that the new service member for Gears, you obviously just need to know. You need to have the Discord account, and then you have to register it. You have to ask for the storyline that you then play. That's pretty much all you need to go into the server with a friend. And also don't forget that their rules really will be going over very shortly. Play with a friend. Pretty much cover all of the Xbox code of conducts and all of their. It's a great way to get familiar with the game. It's so moving on to the Discord channels. they have a general discussion.
They're not very shy.
That they want you to go over the rules. They're willing to
LFG,
which is short for looking for a group.
If you have no skill at all,
way for you free to find teammates,
on the game.
Ranked online play with friends.
I would suggest
all
playing
the
the campaign.
Channels and roles. This is for roles of the administrators and moderators to go over. That way you know that you can talk freely as long as you're respecting the rules. You will be,
and
they want to offer a safe environment. And we went over the E-Day discussion earlier. That is the new Gears of War E-Day.
So we'll look over the history,
released in October.
The targeted audience, which is
really hot topic
probably whoever's watching.
There's beta out.
And the purpose for the Gears Discord.
Actually, I think
on the Discord server.
It starts publicly on the 13th.
The first look at the history.
So going on to the weapons,
the first
just a couple power weapons here. We've
over this franchise, we're talking almost 20 years.
Grenade.
There have been
rather
many
random
competitive games.
More
and there have been games released.
The boom shot is something that you want to high risk.
Over the course of these years, there's been many Discord channels that have game modes, weapons, and tech, and these are all basic conversations
on the map. And it's something
this server offers a lot more variety. You can go into a
damage
server
that
has more than just the Gears of War that you're probably used to playing. Gears of War Reloaded, Gears of War 3 is still in there.
That's something
Gears of War E-Day, which is
most game modes
beta form right now. That is something that is very hot on the topic and very
strategies going for it.
Very easy to
just
find
teammates,
Gears basics.
Get a lot of those
into the language,
like the Gears 5,
and understand more of
training.
Past. And
so the
more
you
play,
shooter, that's pretty much the kind of game it is. It's a third-person
in the
cover
game.
shooter
Also,
game. You want to go in
the more that
cover,
you're active in the
shoot out of the cover, you want to find
faster you're going to pick up on
chainsaw bayonet, which is
so going into the targeting audience,
chainsaw at
which
the
is
end of the lancer that you can use to.
We're also going to say that a new service member
the campaign first.
You obviously just need to know.
You need to have the Discord. Hey, before you get on
multiplayer,
you have to
ask for the invite.
That's
pretty much why you need to go into the server.
But it's also for your benefit.
Also, don't forget that their rules.
You don't want to go in there.
They're going over very shortly.
Every single
pretty
time
much cover all of the Xbox
smoked every time.
Code of conduct, more familiar all of their community policies
social
as well.
versus this is we spoke a little bit about game modes. So social versus is game modes like
out community. They're not very shy.
It doesn't really hold any like ranked stats. Although all stats are
serious. If you have no skill at all, and
now we're going to be going over the Gears
going over the
Discord.
I would
suggest
the channels
in
the areas.
Really,
there's a lot of genuine
different channels
gaming language
for what
of Gears. Big purpose of the announcements.
On Discord, before you get they announce stuff like
beta
over release dates
over the game.
That's
update the
stream is
player
not
a game mode inside.
The game actually is
your voice looks more competitive.
So we'll look over the history,
the target audience, which is voiced by the competitive whoever's watching.
You have
and
media
purpose of the YouTube
by those
rules.
Discord.
Hey, look at what I did. This kind of clip.
So
you want to
the first thing is
the
topic.
It really is
matter if
the first
more funny
play
there with people.
Over this franchise,
tickets, moderate
20 years.
This is something that
there have been many competitive
games
going, and there have been games that aren't the case competitive player versus player. Over the course of these years, there's been many Discord channels that have game modes
and the ranked
weapons and tech, and
these are all
basic conversations
on these were reloaded.
This server
jargon
offers a lot more variety. You can go into
going past that,
log into the social order that you're probably playing, first reloaded, King of the Hill is still in there, and then Gears of War E-Day, which is in beta form right now.
You'll definitely want to be familiar.
That is very hot and very
close,
very easy to find teammates.
Pretty much one of the only
campaign language, several and understand
play enemies.
The more you play,
move way faster. Don't forget about
to get in the game. Also, the more that you're active in the Discord community, the faster you're going to pick up on this language.
Really, it's
so going into the
audience real quick.
Going over the announcements. You want to pretty much.
We're not going to everybody area. They have a general discussion.
Different
swearing. They want you to go over.
But it doesn't matter.
You need to have an LF Discord. Mental update their going over channels and roles.
Pretty much
your voice roles the administrators and moderators community goals.
YouTuber that knows video games. It's talk freely. Number one, very clips, media, throughout the community, to your bad, maybe you're new to the game, people. Don't get too emotional about it. Earlier, people will thrive if you have no skill at all. You're just react to moderate games. This is some really hot topic. I would moderators going to getting there. Say your character to yourself until 20. Get better. Public purpose, yada yada yada. So going on to the weapons, going on to the couple power weapons here, moving over to the hardcore and the smoke grenade, medicinal drug range, just quickly going over. If you have swearing, the wall shot, something that you want high risk. It's high risk, high reward. For clutch, the targeted audience or servers. Probably. Which is going over in there. If you want to pretty much beginners, everybody active reload. So how first they can see pretty much part of what it does, how you use this franchise. Smoke grenade. So things like competitive games, ability, how activation over the course of years. There's a part of well, I'll tell you right now. Basically, they want to roll and participate area. Variety, they share your hazards, maybe your new game. So many other targets, too emotional about it. Going on. Well, I'll tell you right now, looking at player with how much John buys against target so many related language. Quickly you want to bring so those of you that are familiar with